What is up, everybody? I gotta stop for a whole minute right now because Ronnie MF and Anderson is in the house first. Y'all, Ronnie Anderson, Bedford Paranormal. If you guys are not at St. Albans, April 18th, then where the fuck you at? I had to do it.
No comment.
Anyway, Enigma Cons, April 18th, St. Albans. Daryl Paulette, Bedford Paranormal. He is also, we got grand time early.
Grand time.
Spirits Anonymous Paranormal. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Spirits
Can't wait
Anonymous?
to meet y'all at Enigma Cons. They are one of our sponsors this year as well for Creep It Real. We have dropped the announcement, guys. For the second annual Creep It Real, we are bringing the myth, the legend herself, Selena Spooky Boo. She is a TikTok sensation. She is infamously known for her hilarious sleepwalking videos. Gone paranormal investigator / author. Spirits Anonymous, thank you so much for your generosity. We cannot wait to meet you guys at Enigma Cons.
Right.
Michael Brooks, Fredericksburg Paranormal in the house.
Mike?
Brian, I'm going to mess your last name all the way up, so I'm just going to say Brian.
Aaronfield.
Aaronfeld? Do we say it right?
What's up, Brian? Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
I just missed my whole straw.
Yeah, look at you. You got to watch the screen when you take a swig. You got to...
I mean, poke my eye out.
While you doing that.
Guys, this is going to be a podcast.
This bother me. I got like a little string flopped up here.
First of all.
Do not say nothing about my hat. I like my hat.
First of all.
You want one.
First of all. Oh, Aaron Feld. Shit. You know, when I make up a word each podcast, might just be your last name.
Hey, we're just glad you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
But we're going to wait for a few more people to tune in. Guys, I have been in rare form all day, so tonight is going to be a grand time.
A grand time.
You're here. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a grand time.
It's going to be Hill City After Dark.
I'm going to write a song called Grand Time.
That would be awesome.
We're going to have a grand time. Grand time.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
But
a grand time.
Let us know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. I'd love to know. I would love to know. Yeah, grand time is okay. And we're going to see you guys April the 10th. I can't wait.
I can't wait to see y'all. I've been thinking about that.
We got some new stuff too. This should be a grand time.
Look, we had a grand time with Grand Time.
We did. You know what? That group of ladies, guys, is awesome. Oh, hell. We met you at Paraunity, no longer a part of said team. Why did we both go, All right.
We're going to lead into such topics, Brian. Feel free to
Michael Stilson. Hello. Welcome. I don't know if Miss Ashley is with you, but hello to her as well.
How y'all doing?
Paul Fowler with North Carolina Coastal Paranormal, a whole bunch of words after North Carolina Coastal.
I'm just glad to see you, Paul. But I've stayed in touch with Paul, believe it or not.
That's awesome.
Me and Paul kind of chit-chat back and forth.
Oh, it's Ashley. Hence the Spirits Anonymous. I had no idea it was anonymous. I love this.
Actually, you shouldn't have said that.
You should have
just stayed anonymous. And that way Courtney would have been scratching her head the whole. I knew it was you. No, I didn't. Let me stop.
He is lying. I was going to say you did.
I wanted to sound special for a minute, y'all.
So, true story. Like, Shauna didn't say shit. I'm going to get her after this podcast. Because she just sends me, like, the sponsors and the awesome people that are going to be joining us. And I roll with it. So, here we are. Now I feel dumb. All right. But, Mike and Ash. All right, we got Sidman, PA.
Hey, I'm glad y'all jumped in, though.
Windber, PA.
Just so y'all know,
we love you too, Brian.
All you want, talk all you want. We love group interaction.
Now I know, though, you're no longer anonymous.
No, we'll still keep you anonymous. If anybody asks me, I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Your guys' initials are SAP.
There's some great people that like to have a grand time.
I love it. Grand time. All right. So we got 8 people in here, guys. I love this. Look at that. Look at this in the comments. You see this? This is going to lead us right into our topic. Brian said, we love y'all, and Mike and Ash. Ash said, love you, Brian.
I'm sensing a little Paraunity here.
Leads us to our lovely topic, Paraunity.
You and me and you.
I don't remember the words to that song.
I was about to say it, but it's been a long time since I've been a singer, so I forgot all the words of these songs.
Na 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 na.
Yeah.
Na 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 na.
All I remember
so happy together.
Yeah, all I remember is that Mario commercial or the Smash Brothers commercial.
All right, guys. All right. I told you I'm in rare form tonight. Okay. If I told you like about my day, you guys would literally leave the podcast and be like,
grand time.
This woman is mentally unstable. So, Paraunity. Sean, does Paraunity exist?
According to Ronnie Anderson, no.
That's because he has not seen it with his own 2 eyes.
According to me, yes.
And that is the problem.
Paraunity definitely exists.
How did you get my pointer finger?
Paraunity. Paraunity, in my opinion, does exist. But there's a but to it. And not all butts smell good.
What?
But there's a twist to it.
All right.
There is a twist.
SAP. I love it. I love this, Ashley. I love this.
I think
I would join it.
Paraunity exists, but it only exists in certain areas of the field. But it's growing.
I am going to counter that, and I'm going to say there is no such thing as Paraunity. And let me explain.
If there's no such thing, how do we preach it?
Let me explain. Okay.
Explain.
I personally love to bring Paraunity to the table. I practice what I preach by hashtagging Paraunity. I live by, yes, Brian. Yes, that is true. That is true. So we're just going to go with SAP, which I love. But listen, guys, hear me out on this, okay? Unlike Ronnie Anderson, yes, I'm picking on you, Ronnie, if you're still in here. I have
For the record, we love Ronnie Anderson.
I love Ronnie. He's easy to be. Oh, the little saplings. Little saplings. All right. Anyway, I have seen some Paraunity with my own 2 eyes, but I've also seen it not exist with my own 2 eyes. Okay. It's sad, but true. With that being said, guys, if you are going to preach Paraunity, if you are going to claim that you participate with Paraunity, then it needs to be reciprocated on both ends. The worst thing that I can see on social media or hear on my cellular device is somebody calling me, talking about somebody else, and then I see them on social media singing their praises. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because I know you in real life. Don't do it. All right. That drives me insane. The same people that you see us here on this podcast are the same people you're going to see us on an investigation. And we're going to be the same people if we were sitting in a bar singing karaoke. Okay. All 3 places, we are universally the same. We stay the same and we practice what we preach all the way across the board. The reason for that, there are multiple reasons for that, actually, but the main reason for that is I don't have to remember who the heck I was in your face a month ago. Because if I'm me from the jump and you accept me for me and all of my crazy shenanigans the first time, you're going to accept my crazy shenanigans the second time, okay? The people that I've met in this field that I'm close with have seen some of my best. Actually, they always see my best because I am awesome. But they've seen my best, but they've also seen my worst. They've heard me bitch.
They've not seen your work.
No. Nobody's seen my worst, but I don't really have a horrible side anymore. Not in this field. Not in this field, guys. Okay. Be married to me for 15 years, right? Or with me for 15 years. Then maybe. But let's see. Brian said, I'll tell you what, it was hard to keep my eyes off of Sean after seeing him in them boots. Uh-oh. Sean got an admirer. Oh, you know what, Michelle? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. I'm actually going to flip this in a minute to St. Patrick's Day. I was posed with a question today about St. Patrick's Day, and I'll pose it to y'all in a minute.
You know, my boots are something special.
Made for walking, and that's just what he'll do.
When I wear my boot, when I come up north, I got to have my boots on. It's just a thing.
So up north?
Unless you see me in my spaceman shoes.
Up north, are they really shit kickers?
Yeah.
All right.
They're still shit kickers.
So.
And my cowboy hat.
With that being said, guys, the worst thing that I can see from teams out here, I'm just going to put this out here because.
But thank you, Brian.
No bars held.
I appreciate the compliment.
Okay. If you have sensitive ears, this podcast is probably not for you. If your feelings get hurt easily, this podcast probably isn't for you.
FYF.
All right. Let's see. Ronnie Anderson. But I have voiced my opinion about one particular group before, but I just don't put myself in their presence and let them do them and we do us. And that right there, let me get two arrows on it.
We have a comment of the day.
Is
where's my pointer?
What it's about right there.
Comment of the day.
You cannot like somebody. All right. What if I told you guys this is me dropping some serious gems on you guys right now? Okay. What if I told you guys that you could not vibe with somebody and keep it to yourself and just keep it moving?
I don't know if I keep it to myself. I don't like somebody. No,
okay. It is possible. All right. You cannot investigate with everybody. No. This is why I say, is there really such thing as quote unquote paraunity?
Yes,
okay. Paraunity by definition states, I will work with anybody at least one time. At least one time. I will collab with any team out there. Hand on the Holy Bible. If I don't vibe with you, no, anytime, any team, one time.
No, there's one team I will not collaborate with one time. I'm on the same page with the same team me and Ronnie are talking about. There's one team I will not collaborate with.
I don't really know who you're talking about, but that's okay. We are all crazy, and that's why we all stick together and love spending time with each other. Right. Grand Time said, hi, Michelle. Ronnie said, I was a shit kicker in Boston this past weekend, and they loved me. Wow, that's amazing in Boston. Michelle, I had some issues with other creators. I pray for my enemies.
That's right.
That's right.
We're definitely supposed to do that.
Wicked smart. Debbie Cushman and the hair in the house with Dinner with a Ghost, guys. Coming your way shortly. What?
Oh yeah. For
Boston. Boston.
For
Boston.
Debbie, I know the hair.
444.
If he's not watching, tell him I did contact that person, and they will be getting in touch with y'all.
Sean and I can't spend time with one person.
Yeah, it's one team I will not collaborate with at all.
Michelle, it's a business. I get it.
It's just one, though. It's just one.
Yeah. Robin, miss you guys. Cody's passed out sleeping well. Aw.
And Cody is probably one of the hardest working gentlemen that I've met. He deserves to sleep.
Boston. I went to Boston one time and I tried to order a Dunkin' coffee and they said my total was $4.44. And I said, what?
I went to Boston. Nobody spoke to me. Might because I had my Yankees hat on though. You know, a real baseball team.
Probably.
Yeah.
But true story, guys. We will attempt to collab with most everybody at least one time. If we don't vibe with you, you won't hear from us again.
Plain and simple.
You're not going to see me post it on Facebook. You're not going to see me talk shit about you on Facebook. We simply are just going to keep it moving. If you reach out to me, we're going to respectfully decline your invite and keep it moving. Again, not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves a reaction. It's taken me many years to learn that. Many years to learn that. And I still struggle with that daily. But it is what it is. Okay. Ronnie said they loved me, said I talked funny. It's crazy because when I first moved here, they said I talked funny. And when I went to Boston, they said I really talked funny. So yeah, Boston people, crazy. But I heard you went to go watch an amazing band, and my hat is off to you for going to see that band. Dropkick Murphys. Awesome music. Yes, I would have been wilding out.
Yeah, see, y'all didn't know I knew about that, didn't you?
I'd have been wilding out.
Didn't know I knew that kind of music, huh?
So,
I know it all.
With that being said, guys, if you are going to portray yourself as a professional company, such as Hill City After Dark, things like that, you are not going to see the following things from us. You are not going to see us publicly bashing people on Facebook. You are not going to see us calling somebody on the phone or hear of us calling somebody on the phone and telling them, girl or homie, like, you are never, ever going to believe what just happened, right? Unless you got a close friends. Like, obviously, guys, I understand from a female perspective, we have female besties. So we're going to call our females and be like, bitch, you're never going to guess. So-and-so reached out to me. Oh my God, guess what she said? And the friend on the phone is going to be like, bitch, what? What did she say? And that's how a female conversation goes. Okay. Guys are going to be like, bruh, you're never going to guess. I just saw so-and-so just posted whatever. Those are close-knit friendships, okay? Make sure that they're your close friends. Make sure they're in your corner. Not everybody, this is my favorite thing to say, not everybody that's in your boat is rowing. Some are drilling holes.
If I'm in your boat, I'm not rowing. You know, I get tired quick.
I am so done with you today. That film shoot
we had, they wanted me to row.
I am so done with you.
I won't row. I get tired.
You go cut my oven off. Sean is cutting my oven off, guys, because I'm busy today and my dinner went in the oven. Too late. So, yeah, we're not going to talk about the rest of my afternoon. Deb and the Hair collaborate with you guys and many more. Shauna Rigsby, owner of the Doss House and Unique Paranormal 1.5. Guys, we already shouted out the second annual Creep It Real, but again, June 20th, second annual Creep It Real. If you're not there, where the fuck you at? All right, we got Enigma Cons. We're kicking off Paracon season with Enigma Cons, April 18th. And then we're going to head on up north into Yankeeville and go to the second annual Creep It Real. All right. So, yes, Debbie, I try to keep that. I have literally lived by that analogy for years. Okay. And ever since I became a paranormal investigator, guys, the truth be told, like, my intuitive side is more in tune to picking up energy a lot quicker, which is super awesome. Danielle, Shauna's other half. I'm going to call her her better half. We love Danielle. Danielle, owner of the Doss House, also a member of Unique Paranormal 1.5, guys. Pivotal point in Creep It Real. We love them both. They are
awesome people.
Amazing people.
They the homies for real.
Yes, for sure. Okay. Let's see. Ronnie, due to you guys, I have faith in the Paraunity theory. It is all logical and possible through who you surround yourself with. Bam. I'm cutting off the whole podcast.
Did Ronnie just give us a compliment?
I'm cutting off. Hey, Shauna, look, I got to give credit where credit's due, bruh.
Wait, did Ronnie just give us a compliment publicly?
He did. But I'm going to cut the whole podcast off because Ronnie agreed with something.
Yeah, Ronnie actually agreed with something. Ronnie made history just now.
He did.
Daryl,
screenshot this. Screenshot it. Danielle, we will come and see y'all Yankees. Y'all are the only Yankees. I'm not going to say the only Yankees. I like several Yankees, actually. Y'all cool people.
I got a Yankee hat on right now.
Y'all cool people.
Listen,
what's your take on all this?
Well, from the topic you're speaking of, the public bashing is very childish. I'm seeing it more and more on social media.
What's up, Miss Beth?
In the paranormal field. Again, I'm not speaking of anybody in particularly.
Another member,
particularly right now.
In particularly.
Hard me to talk tonight. Forgive me. But, when I see that in the paranormal field, it's kind of heartbreaking.
It is.
Number one, because it's like, how do we
FPRI in the
house? But it's kind of like, when you see that, I question.
Me too.
I question several things when I see a team publicly bash another team or a paranormal person publicly bash another paranormal. I question a lot of things. Number one, I question the credibility of the person bashing. I don't care what happened. I watched this for several times, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, I'm questioning you as a person. Number one, you're an adult, you're grown.
Facts.
And you took the time out of your day to get on social media and try to put somebody else down. So why am I questioning you at this point? Because why didn't you call that person and handle it yourself?
What's up, Aunt Cheryl?
Man to man, woman to woman. That's my first problem with you as a person now. So whatever that person did, I don't care what they did or what they said. You took time out of your day, instead of confronting them, you went on social media and put out y'all's business out there. That's my first problem. When my first piece of paradrama that I had to encounter, I went to that person.
Called them right on up.
I called them on the phone. The second person who said something I didn't like,
face to face,
I found them in public and pulled them aside away from everybody in the crowd, and we talked man to man. And nobody to this day it has a clue who I'm talking about right now. Why? Because I didn't have to make a post.
Nope.
I didn't take time out of my schedule to type on my phone or computer what my problems were with somebody else to make them look bad.
Excuse me.
I think that is very childish. It is ignorant to do that. It's stupid to do that. And the reason why I'm saying ignorant, it's dumb, because instead of resolving the issue, you decided to carry it out. And the second part of that is, what did you accomplish? You think by putting out something somebody did on the internet is going to hurt that person.
It doesn't.
It doesn't hurt that person at all. What it does is it makes your minions that follow you say, damn, that person's messed up. So everybody on your team stays on your team, and their people are just going to defend them. You accomplished nothing but wasted time.
Misery loves company.
When you could have spent that time researching your investigations, you could have spent that time doing my favorite thing, chasing the dollar. You could have spent that time with your kid.
Bodie up in here.
You could have spent that time. Get the hashtag, get the Bodie.
Get the Bodie.
Bodie, I got a cigar waiting on you, by the way.
He does.
But, when you're bashing people publicly, I don't question what that person did to piss you off. I question you as a person. To me,
and your character.
To me, you look weak. You're a weak man or woman to do that. I respect the person who pulled that person aside. Any of my paranormal beef that I had, which has only been twice, and it's not even a beef. Somebody said some slick stuff, and I confronted them person to person. Had no reason to. Nobody even knows about it, but me and the people that had to deal with it. Period. I didn't have to make a post about it. But that's stuff that's my genetics. That's where I was brought up. Now, some people are hearing me talk about this and are thinking I'm talking directly to you. And I'm going to say it like this. If that shoe fits, wear it. Put it on, lace it up, and wear it. If you got a problem with what I'm saying,
call me.
Call me.
If you don't have my number,
then it's not that important.
You don't know me well enough to have a problem.
But if you do have a problem with what I'm saying about this, honestly, if you think I'm talking about you or I heard something and I'm applying this to you, call me and we can have this conversation. I'm more than open to talk about it. But the problem with the people that I'm talking about with this aren't going to call me. They're not going to talk to me. What they're going to do is
make a post
right over here and make a post. And I'm going to see it. And I'm going to laugh at you. And I'll probably
laugh on your post.
If I see it, I'm going to click your post and I'm going to laugh at it. So I'll know that you're talking about me.
You know that I know.
In the paranormal world, that's not how we should operate. But here's what I'll do. I'll take it a step further. The same people who talk about me or disrespect me or whatever in this field, I'm still willing to lend my hand out and help you because I'm bigger than that and I want to see the field grow. The problem in this field is that people want to see themselves grow and not the field.
Bam.
I've said this more than once. You are not going to get famous in this field.
Ever.
Zach Bagans is probably the biggest name in this field. Yes, everybody's going to comment. He's a douche. He's this, he's that, he's this and that.
He's a freaking genius.
But technically, he's
marketing
the most
genius,
famous person in this field. If he was to walk through the mall in most cities, no one is going to know who he is. Not one person.
I don't know. Them glasses kind of give it away.
Unless you are a person in the paranormal world, you do not know who that guy is. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how many events you hold. I don't give a damn what celebrity is at your events. What celebrity you shake hands with, who's at your house, who you called, what book you wrote. Whoever you are not going to be famous in this field. It doesn't matter. I love it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. So in this field,
Daniel said I'm a laugh right along with you.
But this is going to walk me right into clout chasers in this field. I'm seeing a lot of that.
Why did I hear that in his voice just now?
The clout. So you got the clout chasers. A lot of that statuses I see that are hurting other people. That's a part of clout chasing to me. You're putting down other people to make yourself look bigger than that person or better than that person. When you put down the wrong people, it will hurt you because you have people who sit back, especially those bigger people that you're trying to put on for. They don't want to be a part of that drama. And if you look at this as a business, if you look at this as not even just a business, as a hobby, whatever reason you're into this, the more people from the public that see you carry drama and run your mouth and talk crap about other people, that you know how much that's hurting you, but it hurts the industry, it hurts the field, it hurts what we're trying to do. Right. So going back to Paraunity, this is coming from a lot of people that I see preach Paraunity. And that's what's blowing my mind is that I'm watching these same people, and I'm not just speaking about one person when I say this. I'm watching these posts whenever I decide to sit on the toilet and pay attention to Facebook. I sit here and watch this.
Yes.
Some of these same people are preaching
or little wiener syndrome.
Paraunity.
One of the two.
And will bash other investigators or bash people. Listen, y'all, if somebody hurts your little feelings, pray about it and keep moving.
Poor little
or
cheek.
Call that person directly. We don't all need to see that you're crying about it. Because guess what? Nobody cares. The only people that care are the ones who's willing to carry this drama on.
Yeah.
Seriously, nobody cares. And guess what? I can make a paranormal post on my personal page
Welcome
now.
Back.
And nobody sees it. Nobody cares.
Facts.
They don't. So, you can ask what people say. That's a good point, Bodie. Ask what they said to hurt your feelings. Call the person and ask them. Most of the time, people do stuff and don't even realize. There's times where I've said stuff to people that didn't come out exactly right, and they get upset about it. And then I see a post on Facebook about it, and I know they're talking about me. I call them directly. Hey, was that about me? Well, why didn't you just call me and tell me? Yeah, true, Bodie.
Yeah.
But I've literally said something or done something to people that I didn't even realize I did, but you see a post.
I believe it with your own two eyes.
And you see it so much in real life. The paranormal world's supposed to be different. We're all supposed to be a big family.
Yeah, we're supposed to be.
So now let me go ahead and say that this is a group of people that I see doing it. It's not very often, but that small group, it's a trickle effect. What about the new and up and coming teams that see this? Now, I've got 20 years in the game. I would say 18 of those were under the radar, but you got people like Ronnie Anderson, who's been doing it a long time.
What's up, Howie?
And I'm just speaking to Howie. That's done it a long time. What's up, brother? Tip my hat to you.
Bodie, this is why we're right here.
But you've got people in here who've been doing it a long time. They're used to seeing that. But you've got people who are just coming into the game that see that. When they see that, they're going to think this is okay, and that's going to carry on the next generation. So at this point, it's going to get worse. When I see people who know better in this field, what's up, Em? People in this field who's been here a long time doing it, now we got a problem. Yeah, we got a big problem.
Right. All right. So Brian said, I will say I listened to a very strong and smart woman who gave me some good life advice recently, along with friends, and out of sight, out of mind, has made life a lot better recently. Family first right now for this guy. Fantastic. It should always be family first.
Yeah.
Emily in the house. All right. We got Howie. We got Lost Souls PI. Guys, thank you guys for tuning in. But for those of you that aren't friends with me on Facebook, I am going to read this because I sat the other day and I made a whole post on Facebook. Yes, I did. Because it was on my heart. It was on my heart, guys. And this is what it said. And I'm going to read it for this podcast for those of you that aren't friends with me on Facebook so that you guys can hear.
I'm going to light my pipe for this one.
Absolutely. Because my job in this world is to wait and do me.
Daryl Paulette.
That's it.
Where you at?
Wake up and do me. That's it. I ain't worried about you. Look, there was a whole song came out. I ain't worried about yo shit, they shit, any of that. Nothing. I'm worried about mine. Okay. I do live by the 3 F's. For those of you that know me, I've said them before.
We're not going to say it.
All right, I ain't going to say it. But here's what my post said. Lately, it feels like everybody is auditioning for a role they didn't even write. All right, we're living in an era of clout chasers. People who would rather borrow a moment of fame than build a lifetime of character. They trade authenticity for engagement and exchange their values for a view count. And here's the reality, guys. Okay, here's the reality. 1 million followers won't fill the void of a missing identity. Real versus relevant. The clout chaser moves where the wind blows, seeking validation from strangers and anybody that'll pay attention to them. The fake curates a life that looks good, even if it doesn't feel good. The follower, they wait for a trend to tell them what to think, how to act, and who to be. Choose to lead. True leaders don't give a shit about being liked. They care about being impactful. Okay? They don't look for a path to follow. They look for a truth to stand on. While the rest of the world is busy chasing the algorithm, make sure you're chasing your purpose. Stop looking at the numbers and start looking at the person in the mirror. Okay? Influence is earned through integrity, not an internet trend. Be a voice, not an echo. Okay? Authenticity over clout, guys. It is a major, major thing there. Okay? Again, while the rest of the world is busy chasing the algorithm or chasing fame, chasing clout, okay? Make sure that we are chasing a purpose. What is your purpose? Sit down and really ask yourself, what is your purpose? Why are you a paranormal investigator? Why are you in this field? Why are you doing what you are doing? If it is anything other than trying to prove there's life on the other side, you're in the wrong field. You're in the wrong field. Okay? Chad said, my motto, if you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole. If you run into an asshole all day, then you're the asshole. Well, damn. Well, damn.
Well said.
If everybody, and I'm actually going to piggyback off of that. If you got issues,
Chad Dalton, he's one of our own paranormal members.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know Chad Dalton, he is our ufologist on our team. Super knowledgeable guy about anything alien related. Okay. I am going to piggyback off that though. If you run into assholes all day, then you're the asshole. If you have issues everywhere you go, guys, maybe you're the issue. Okay. If everybody keeps falling out with you, then maybe you're the issue. Take a look in the mirror. Bodhi said it up here. Ask yourself. We need to ask ourselves. This starts within ourself. Okay. Ronnie said, great point about what the veterans in the field see now, but the newer generation of people in the field really don't need to follow that path. It doesn't benefit the field. Okay. Again, you need to ask yourself, why are you in this? If it is anything other than trying to prove, Bodie, you're stupid. Shut up. If you, hi, me, I'm the problem. It's me. She got me distracted. If it doesn't benefit the field, then it doesn't freaking matter. If your primary goal is to manage a location, if your primary goal is to manage people, if your primary goal is to go out here and get, 1 million followers, you are not a true paranormal researcher, my friends. I hate to say it.
Well, just to talk about that. So if you're going to manage a location, manage the location. The issue I'm seeing with location managers is they're not managing locations. They're collecting a check. They're collecting these fees, but some of them. Now, I'm not saying all of them because there's some great location. God knows I know some great location people. Like Paulette is one of them off the top of my head. Shauna and Danielle Rigsby, some great ones that I know. I'm trying to think ones that I know off the top of my head. The hair was a great one when they had
the hair. You are forever known as the hair cushy.
John, look, it's so bad I forgot his real name.
That's why we have been trying to tell you need to start calling people by their real names because you are forgetting who people are.
Just to speak off two, because these are two that I frequent, Shauna and Daryl Paulette. Daryl Paulette, you can go to his location and he's right there with you the entire time you're investigating, able to answer any question. Shauna.
Well, he's readily available. I don't want to say, hold on.
Yeah, right. He's readily available. I'll say that. Shauna and Danielle, both of them super knowledgeable about their location, can answer any question. They're easily accessible. Both of them great locations. John Cushman, super knowledgeable about his location. Great accommodations. You could see the repairs being made at their place.
Yeah.
But you go to some locations, you pay, that's it. You play, it's over. That's
you can't call the owner. Half the time, you can't even call the owner, guys. Half the time at some of these locations, you can't even call the owner on the phone.
Half of them, you don't know who the owner is.
Half the time, you don't even know who the damn owner is.
So, but, I will say...
the name here is a gift from Sean.
I want to go back to Ronnie's comment. He said, researchers, hunters, thrill seekers, 3 types of people in the field. So if you're going to be a paranormal investigator, there's nothing wrong with being one of those 3 types of people. If you're going to be someone who researches, which is what I consider myself to be a researcher. I'm someone who wants to find the truth. I want to find evidence of what's going on the other side, or if there is other side, what's happening out there. That's me. But there's hunters. There's people who go out there. They pay their money. They're going to find it. That's them. The thrill seekers,
weekend warriors.
They're jumping on every light, bell and whistle that goes off. That's their fun. That's their thrill. That's their kick. There's nothing wrong with that.
God, this might have to be a 2-part because you just triggered.
Hey,
I'm triggered right now, guys. I'm triggered.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's even another part further than that. There's the content creators. There's people that create those thrills.
I'm triggered.
There's several different types of people in the field. It's up to the leaders of the field, though, to lead by example and teach people and help guide.
What's up, Kim Brady with Spirit Led?
Kim Brady in the house.
Howie said, I'm going to chime in on this, believe it or not. I'm going to say that because you have a large following, people following up, people that may not like you, may be several reasons. Because you're honest, you're truthful, you tell it as it is, and you have the ability to walk away from bullshit. It's not always you're the asshole. Sometimes it's the other end. So that goes back to what I said, or what Chad said, rather, up here. He said, if you run into an asshole in the morning, then you just ran into an asshole. But if you run into assholes all day, then you're the asshole. Okay? If you think I'm the asshole right now, cool. But if you run into 5 more assholes throughout the day, then maybe you're the asshole. All right, guys, I am an asshole. Those of you that know me, I'm a whole asshole. I'm not an asshole. I'm a whole ass. I do tell it like it is.
I wouldn't say that. You're not an asshole. We don't pride ourselves walking around calling ourselves assholes.
I don't.
We're not doing that.
I don't call myself that, guys, but I do tell it like it is. And I do pride myself in that. I keep it real. I keep it raw. But I keep it tactful. Okay. Stop it. I know what you're doing. Okay. I know what you're doing. Chris, yes, you entered at the correct time. Okay. You sure did. Shauna said, we're here for it.
We're here for it.
We're here for it.
We're here for it.
All right. Daryl does do it from the heart.
Baby.
Yes. Okay. So, no, I do not call myself an asshole or that chick or whatever, but I do pride myself on being real. That is what I do pride myself on, guys. We do say all the time on our lives that we don't fake evidence. We don't do any of that. Some of our lives are boring. Like a lot of the time, paranormal investigating, guys, is staring at a wall and hoping it talks back. Like it can be boring. But I really genuinely want to know if there is life after death. I genuinely want to know if when we pass away, is it possible that our energy is still here? Is it possible that maybe there's energy that is longing to communicate and they don't know how? These are questions that I ask myself all the time. I get made fun of quite a bit. Before I address Spirits Anonymous comment, I do get made fun of quite a bit. A lot of the time at work, they make fun of me quite a bit. Oh, you're just going out chasing the ghosts. They call it the ghosts at work. Okay. I tell them I'm not chasing ghosts, guys. I'm really looking for scientific data. That's really what I'm doing. I'm fascinated with science. I love it. I want to know what makes something tick, all the way down to our daily, things that we do. My mind is going 24/7. I guess call it ADHD, call it what you want. It's going 24/7. And so that's why paranormal investigating is so fascinating to me, because I want to know, is there life after death? Spirits Anonymous said, we just want to investigate. That's what we love. And we want to keep doing what we love. You know what? And I love that for you. That is the key. I love that for you. I love that so much that I would sit there and investigate with you. Why? Because I want to investigate too. It's something that we share. Okay. Tactical. Look, Sean, look at your little emojis up there.
Shout out to Chris Mendez, aka Sergeant Tight Pants, in the house.
You can't do that to me when I'm taking a drink. Kelly Rowland. Isn't that a singer?
No matter what I do.
Kelly Rowland.
Welcome to the show.
That's not being an asshole. That's being real. I agree. Ask Angie and Daryl and myself are. Well, Ronnie, everybody calls you an a-hole. I really don't think you're an a-hole, Ronnie. I think you keep it real. All right. Fake it all. Tape recorder to the camera. If you're not doing this on a live, your evidence is fake. Just kidding. Just kidding. Inside joke, guys. Don't come for me. Asking everybody. All right. Ronnie's got a question for everybody in the chat. Is there life after death, in your opinion? Let me know. Kelly, as a hospice nurse of 20 years, I can say without a doubt, there is another side. And if anybody, guys,
if anybody
knows, it's going to be Kelly. Hospice nurses are the closest thing to the other side without being on the other side. Okay. When my mom, I've discussed this, on live before. When my mom was passing away, they had an actual person that came in and coached me through her passing. A hospice nurse was also present, and they gave me all the signs. These are things that you're going to experience. These are things that are going to, be said. But the coolest thing that happened when my mom was passing away, and obviously, I don't want you guys to take this, oh my God, it's not cool. Your mom passed away. My mom was very ill. Okay. But my grandpa, all growing up, my grandfather would say, one day your ship is going to come in. Okay. One day your ship is going to come in. And on my mom's last leg, she was trying to get upstairs to play cards. My mom was a card dealer at Harrah's Casino throughout her whole 20s and 30s, guys. She had a card game waiting on her upstairs. There was no upstairs to the hospice center. Then on her very last day, guys, she said, "Can you take me outside? My ship just arrived and I have a cruise to go on." If that doesn't tell you that there is life after death, I don't know what does. I mean, it was very interesting to me to see all of the things or hear all of the things that she was saying, because they say that somebody comes to guide you home. Okay. April Jensen, it has been a while. Hi, honey. I know you're baking a baby. You about to pop, honey. Your timer about to go ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Nelly. April believes there is life after death. Aunt Cheryl says there's life after death. Michelle says there's life after death. Daryl said Ronnie and I are always... Daryl, I cannot imagine anybody has ever called you an asshole a day in your life. I just can't
see it with Daryl.
I just cannot see that.
Ronnie wears Hey Dude, so I can see it, but not Daryl.
Yeah, if you wear Hey Dudes, you're automatically an asshole. I wear Hey Dudes, so maybe that's why me and Ronnie get along.
Yeah.
That's why you get along with Ronnie. Ronnie.
Put in the comments if you see me wear Hey Dudes.
Ronnie, I'm about to go take pictures of every pair of Sean's Hey Dudes and send them to you.
Put in the comments if you see me wear Hey Dudes.
Go back and look at our vacay pictures from last year. He had a pair of Hey Dudes for every outfit, guys. Don't let him lie. All right. So, Aunt Cheryl, I'm so glad you said that. Check this out. I literally just signed a form today to sign up for a certification to be a death doula. I want more information. I'm very interested about it. Hey, Sean, Jackson is here watching tonight. He wanted to say hi, and he is all about some ghosts now.
Jackson.
I love it. How old is he now, Chad?
Tell Jackson I said what's up, man.
Yes, Kelly. They say some off-the-wall crap, but now it makes sense. Chris Mendez.
Love you, brother.
Bodie said, yes, there is life after death.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you consider the holy grail to paranormal research?
What do I consider? You mean as far as what?
All right. Put in the comments as far as what.
That's a loaded question, Ronnie. Like, what do you mean?
I'm going to do it, Ronnie.
Yeah. Find a pair of my Hey Dudes.
Oh, I'll find all 10 pairs of your Hey Dudes. April, a death doula is a person who provides spiritual comfort to the family and to the person passing essentially on their deathbed, for lack of better words. Okay. But it's a lot of spiritual guidance. A lot of the time it's more focused on the family rather than the actual patient themselves. Hospice nurses, primary focus is on the patient, but the death doula is to provide that spiritual guidance to the family. So it is very personable, very much so. I was very fascinated in it. Like I said, I signed up for a little bit more information. I think it's definitely interesting. Bodie, thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. I know you're a busy chick.
Yeah, thank you, Bodie.
Oh, Ronnie, you have no idea. No idea. He's got Hey Dudes in every color, Ronnie.
Crocs and boots. That's
He's got a pair of red, white, and blue 4th of July Hey Dudes. Cheryl, I will. I found one for $189. Online class.
See, I couldn't be a death doula because I'd be sitting there trying to help people pass, and I'd have a recorder in my pocket.
Oh my God!
I couldn't do it.
All right. They said that as my daddy was talking his last breath, he said, "Hey, Mama," talking to my Mimi who had passed years before. And they say that your family what just happened? They say that your family comes to call you home. Chad, 8 years old. Naya started at 7. Just to give you a little.
Yeah, just to let Jackson know. Hey.
Yeah. Start. Maybe take them out. Maybe give them a few pieces of equipment. Let them practice. Maybe some phone apps. Naya started with a phone app. Although that's not exactly relatable, it gets them kind of like
eased into it
and stuff like that. Howie, Holy Grail, getting communication back to me of cause and effect. What are we doing to affect them? Yes, Kelly, it does require a special heart and a lot of energy, guys. Um, yeah, April, it is very interesting. Definitely look it up. It's much like a birth doula. A birth doula is not certified to actually um assist you, I guess, medically in giving birth. They are there more so for the spiritual portion of it. For a lot of the time, it's for those that wish to maybe give birth in a more intimate setting. Same with a death doula. Um, for a lot of times, family will have their loved one be at their home, which is more a personal experience. And then at that point, you're there to provide comfort and spiritual guidance to the family of the loved one that's passing. Ronnie, what evidence could you get to prove life after death for you to walk away from the field? Ed, with that one.
So, Ronnie, you and I have had this conversation before, and those
to walk away.
Those of y'all know, and I've said this before. If I ever had the direct proof of what I was looking for, I would walk away from the field. And Ronnie, I remember what you said it was, but if I could go and I could get a spirit to appear in front of me in form, full body form, and have a conversation with me and answer questions directly to me, and I could hear them, see them, and go, I wouldn't investigate anymore. There would be no reason for me to investigate anymore. What keeps me investigating is the fact that I don't know. If you look at, I've always compared paranormal to law. And those of y'all, I've had people get mad at me before, upset with things that I've said, and because I don't trust anybody's information but my own when it comes to evidence. Yes, that doesn't mean that I'm denying what anybody's captured or what they've said or what they told me. But if I didn't see it with my eyes and ears and I didn't hear it, that's the information that I go on. It's like when I'm doing casework versus my own investigation, it's completely different. So what I'm trying to say is I related to law. I have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that what my evidence is not debunked with science, any condition around me, nobody around me. And so I have to have that thing appear in front of me, talking to me where I'm conscious, I'm aware of what's going on. Now, I wouldn't have sleep when it happened. I'm fully aware that I'm investigating and it's answering all the questions I have to answer before it went away. And I have to have proof that it happened. I have to be able to go back and look at it and see it. That would make me retire and leave the field altogether. If you go to look at police work, what is a cold case? A cold case is them investigating over and over and over and over and over, and they couldn't determine what happened. They couldn't prove anything. They couldn't find anything. It just led to a dead end. So why do people investigate? The whole point of investigating anything when it comes to even law, they have to try to find, get to the bottom of the case. That's why we go out here and investigate. We try to get evidence and research. So to do it, I'd have to have the Holy Grail. I'd have to have that spirit. And I think, Ronnie, and this goes to show you what kind of friend I am. I listen and pay attention to our conversations. I'd have to be in your situation where you said you want to go to Gettysburg or any Civil War battlefield, sit with a soldier and have a full conversation about the war. I'd have to have a situation like that in order, but I'd also have to have it on camera where I can rewind it back and see that I did that and analyze it. And then I would give up all my equipment and be done with it. There would be no other reason for me to research anymore.
The crazy thing that you just said about cold cases, a lot of the time when you look up cold cases that were solved as a true crime buff, a lot of the time it's that detective that's been on the force for 40 years or something, and they never let it go. It happened early on in their career, and they never let it go until they got the case solved, and then they retired.
They got the Holy Grail.
They got the Holy Grail. Brian said our daughter was born the same date, not year, obviously, as when my gram passed. If anyone knows me, they know I'm squeamish when it comes to blood in real life. But when our daughter was born, that was the strongest I had ever felt. I was in the zone. I don't know how else to describe it. After we finally came home, it felt like my grandma was sending messages and helping us get used to this new life. Now, Brian, I will say on that, and you as a girl dad, you will probably say this. Girl dads out there, okay, this goes to all of the girl dads. It does not matter what you were squeamish of before. When your first daughter is born, you are Hulk. Okay, you turn into Hulk. You are invincible. And you, at that point, nobody can tell you anything. You are on top of the world. Okay, because at that point, for the rest of your living, breathing years, you are her hero. Okay. I do believe that your family does help you with major life events. Absolutely. That is one thing I do believe in. And Cheryl, when I pull that information back up, I will send it to you. Kelly said the key is to learn how to separate what others are doing through from your own reality. But my patients who have passed have followed me home. They want to be heard and they can't always say it while actively dying. And that is true, Kelly. And you might have been the only person. A lot of times in nursing homes, hospice situations, the saddest thing is I did a lot of volunteer work at a nursing home in through my teen years to get credits for high school mainly. But I did get attached to some of the patients that were there. And sometimes you're their only family.
It's really sad.
It actually is very sad.
Especially working in like with those patients in the mental health field too.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was pregnant with my oldest son while volunteering at the nursing home for these credited hours. And like the whole nursing home threw me a baby shower. Like, and it was the cutest thing, the stuff I got. Like I got hand knitted blankets and things like that. So a lot of the time, like you are the only person that comes and visits them. Danielle, you were a doula, like a birth doula or a death doula?
I believe that.
Danielle would make a good doula.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely.
I am the same at this point. I'm investigating for me and what I've experienced and want answers. I'm no longer up for making others believe. Bam.
That's awesome.
Cheryl said, for me, the Holy Grail would be confirmation that my business is in the presence of the Virgin Mary. Again, on camera, though.
Got to be on camera. Cheryl, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
What a couple questions and a difference in opinions, and the answers are proof of paraunity. Just saying, what if? True.
So paraunity, going back to that, because that was the whole topic of discussion. And of course, we went down this rabbit hole and I love it. Y'all have said some great things tonight. Tonight was probably one of my favorite podcasts that we've done so far.
I can see that, Danielle.
Can I get this group back for next week?
I can see that, Danielle.
This whole chat section, we need y'all back next week. Because y'all are saying some great stuff. But the paraunity can be achieved, but there has to be leaders in the field. And the leaders in the field have to be everybody. There's not one leader. The saying of too many chiefs, not enough Indians doesn't apply to this. And this, when it comes to this particular topic, in order for paraunity to work, there needs to be more chiefs than Indians. There needs to, or Native Americans, though, for those of y'all who are sensitive. And I have Native American blood in me, so. But
I love that, Aunt Cheryl.
When it comes to paraunity, we need more people showing that. We need more people who's willing to lend out a hand and pull the other person up and not put people down. We need more people who are willing to do things and help people and help locations and help location owners. And the biggest thing is investigate with a purpose. If your purpose is research, do research. Howie and I talk about this all the time. Are you documenting what you find? A lot of people are going out with no camera, and I'm not shunning you or shooting you down for it, but how are you documenting? How are you researching with no documentation? Are you writing down at least what's going on? How are you conducting your research? Are you making sure that your cell phones are in your car, not on you when you're running that REM pod?
I haven't investigated with a REM pod in like the last 7 investigations.
Or that K2 meter.
Or a K2.
So
I don't really know.
Make sure that you're doing your research properly. If you're a thrill seeker and you're just out here to say, hey, I just want to go out and have fun, this is just my weekend. That's fine. Do that. But start mingling with people who are, being leaders in this field. But it starts with everybody. Those of you who got 10 years plus in the game, even 5, I'll say 5. If you got 5+ years in the game, lead by example. Don't be on Facebook bashing people. If somebody in the field pisses you off, does something you don't like, that same post that you can type, click their name, and there's a button that says message. Hey, can I call you real quick? Or type out your problem to them and go back and forth with it. Not everybody needs to know that person did A, B, C, and D to you to piss you off.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've had 2 issues since I've been public in this field, and I don't think anybody in this chat even knows who it was or why it happened. So, be leaders in the field, lead by example. And also to be a good leader, be an effective leader, a strong leader, and a good leader, you have to be just as good of a follower. So if you see somebody else leading by example, heed to what they're doing.
True. And another thing, guys, that I'm going to piggyback off of Sean's is this. I don't think that people know how much of a turnoff it is, so to speak, to see negativity. A lot of people don't want that. So, like, if I see I get followed by a lot of teams, guys, or friend requests sent by a lot of team members. If I see that all of your posts are nothing but talking shit about other people, and then you send me a message and you're like, hey, next time you're in Maryland, do you think that we can get up and investigate together?
No.
The answer is no. Absolutely flipping not. No. So, like, you also need to pay attention, guys, when you're making those posts, or if you do make those posts, like, there are people watching you that are not okay with that. Or if you're in a position to where you are, booking talent or managing a location, and you're constantly bashing other people or constantly talking crap on social media, like, and you go to try to reach out to that major content creator or that major celebrity that you're trying to book at your event, and they see your track record, they're going to say no. They're going to be like, no, I'm good. I'm booked that day, or whatever. So we need to be mindful, in this field of what we're saying, who we're saying it to. Please, that's a key one too. Because if you think for one moment that you're calling somebody and going A, B, C, and D, and it's not getting back, you're a fool. You're a whole fool. So it's getting back to somebody. Okay. I don't know who it is, but it's getting back to somebody. And then that somebody is telling somebody. And it's a whole snowball effect, guys. And like Brian said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. And, Spirits Anonymous said, help without expectation of getting anything in return. Be there because you genuinely care.
It's funny she said that. I talked to a gentleman today. I was told last night that some volunteers were needed for an event in the paranormal world. I made a phone call to a guy who met me one time in the paranormal world. One time. He met me one time, and we had probably, if you were to time it, less than an hour conversation. He said, yeah, Sean, I'll help. Sure, I'll help you. When? I can help you sooner if you need it. I'll get about 5 or 6 people to help you. And I don't need anything in return. And I was just like, damn. It kind of threw me off. I had to get myself together. I was trying to think of stuff we could offer to help him, for helping us. Give him for helping us. And I was just like, damn. Then he called me back and he was like, if there's anything else you need, let me know. You got my number. I'm willing to pitch in and help. Whatever you guys need. So it's funny that you posted that, and that's, you're right. Help without expectations. If you can lend a hand to another team or anybody, help them. If another team, you see them climbing up whatever they're doing, jump on and help them.
Yeah.
Push them up the rest of the way.
Ronnie said, you guys know I was a skeptic about the Paraunity theory for a very long time. It took one bad apple for me to feel that way. But now surrounding myself with Paraunity believers have made me believe there's a chance. So thank you, guys.
So Ronnie, on that one, the last thing you said was surrounding yourself with Paraunity believers. That's another big thing. It's all in who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself around negative people, And I'm not saying you did that or you're doing that, but I noticed that in this field, and I'm watching. I'm not, again, this isn't going out to a particular group of people or person. This is stuff I've seen across. Hell, I'm seeing even celebrity paranormal people starting to do this stuff. But if you're around people doing this and you roll with people, I noticed the paranormal world is cliques now. People roll in cliques and groups now. If you're affiliated or you're associated or you're around people who like to do that, it's going to somehow suck you into it or draw you into it. Or in Ronnie's case where he said it took one bad apple, your mind, it's going to draw your mind to negativity.
Yeah.
So, and I've been a victim of that. Like all this stuff that I'm talking about, I've done it. I've been the guy before to make posts about, not in paranormal world, because I grew out of this years ago when I had MySpace back in the day. But I've been a person who got pissed off at something and made a post about it to somebody. I've done all that.
I'm trying to tell you, Daryl, just keep marking.
I was a teenager once. So, I've done all this before. I'm speaking to you guys from experience. This is not me standing on a pedestal preaching. This is just me having a conversation saying, hey, those of y'all who are doing this stuff, lighten up, man. Life's too short. Think if you made a post talking crap about everybody and running your mouth, spreading a bunch of negativity, and God forbid something happened to you the next day, that was your last post. Think about it.
And at the end of the day, guys, this is not our full-time jobs. If this is, and it is for some content creators and things like that, okay? So for most of the people I know, this is not their full-time jobs. This is a hobby. Hobbies are supposed to be fun, okay? If it becomes to the point where it is no longer fun, it's probably time to hang it up, all right? If you're stressed out about the paranormal world, you are doing it wrong, my friend. You are so doing it wrong. Stop it. Okay. I can't wait. I work Monday through Friday. I cannot wait till Friday and Saturday to go to a haunted location just so I can get stressed out by ghosts. That's a good stressor. Okay. I need to find out who the heck is setting my REM pod off, or who the heck is setting my trip rope off, or my K2, or whatever other piece of equipment Sean hates.
And I'm going to Joe Montana that thing.
Okay. That's a good stressor to me. I love that. This is supposed to be stress relief, guys. This is supposed to trigger your intellectual abilities. That is what paranormal investigating is about. Making the mind work. Okay. If you're getting stressed out because somebody didn't do something the way that you wanted it to do, or wanted it to happen, or somebody said something that hurt your little feelings, oh well. Stop it. Just stop.
Stop. Cut it out.
Being scared is my favorite. Ask Shauna. Oh, I got to investigate with Brian if he gets scared.
Oh, yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
We got to make this happen.
But seriously, guys,
scared too, Brian.
Knock it off. Knock it off. We're adults.
I get scared sometimes.
We are adults. Okay?
Have I been scared lately?
No.
I tried, Brian. I tried to have your back, man.
Stop it. Danielle said it's easy to scare Brian. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Challenge accepted.
I don't intentionally scare
We don't intentionally scare anybody, guys. But to see you get scared might make me laugh. And that makes my heart happy.
If you ever investigate with me, you might get upset. I'm never serious.
Sean is a goofball. But
sometimes I get serious. No, I'll tell you get serious. Chris Mendez.
Yeah. But guys, that is really what honestly we wanted to talk about. Danielle said he's such a chicken. I love this. You know what, though? He likes the thrill, and that's what makes him happy, and he keeps coming back.
Danielle's comment. I'm going to shout out the ladies of the Doss House. I had a great investigation with them at the Old Stone Jail. We're running over time, so I'll talk about it next week. But
Cheryl said she was scared for the first time in over a decade at the Doss. Ooh, I got to hear about this. I'm going to call Shauna after this podcast.
But I'll tell you what, Danielle and Shauna, I had a great investigation. It was Danielle, Shauna. Courtney went off, decided to go to death row by herself.
I did. I was fascinated. I'm fascinated with
Danielle, Shauna, Mendez, and I had a great. It was almost like it was more of a true crime than an investigation.
Yeah, you guys were definitely solving a whole entire mystery.
We were seriously like Sherlock Holmes in there. I loved it. I had a blast with them.
Kelly, 10 out of 10. You're going to have a good time.
Anytime.
Yeah, I'm a caller, Cheryl, right
they
after
say
this.
You can't investigate with everybody, and I'm a firm believer in that. You can't investigate with everybody, but I would hands down investigate with Danielle and Shauna anytime.
But that's what you get. That's what you get for messing with my pointer. But guess what, guys? In conclusion to this podcast, because I know we got to wrap it up, because at 9:00, the freaking awesome paranormal show on the Rift Nation Network airs, and we are over our time. We air live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on I'm not on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And then we go live every Sunday on TikTok at some point in the afternoon. Don't get me to quoting a time. I'll be lying.
It's 4-ish, 3-ish.
Between 3 and 5 on Sundays.
We always late because of Courtney.
Okay. Sean is slow. That's the truth. April, have a great night, sweetie.
Thank you for jumping in here.
And again, congratulations. But yes, guys, in conclusion, save the drama for your mama, okay? Because
depends on what kind of mom
none of us give a shit.
Some people's mama whoop your ass.
None of us. All right? If you got a location and there's another location within a 50-mile radius, let's pull together. Let's plan a dual event. Let's all collaborate. Let's pull each other up and watch everybody grow.
Everybody up.
Everybody.
Together,
okay? That's the purpose of Paraunity. All right. So, even though I started this podcast off saying I don't believe in Paraunity, I was definitely ruffling feathers, because anybody that knows me and Sean knows we are literal definitions of Paraunity, and we will continue to be Paraunity, and we will continue to preach Paraunity, and we will continue to lead by example, and there is nothing that can change our mind on that. Not a darn thing. I love each and every one of y'all that are in here, and anybody who wasn't able to tune in, I love y'all too. With that being said, guys, I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
And we'll see you on the other side.